I think so, yeah. Welcome everyone. Got your Sioux Greyhounds playing this afternoon against Belleville. Hounds finished yesterday with a 1-1 record. It's 3-1 for the weekend. Last opponent of the round robin is Belleville. Hounds playing their second game of the tournament with a full team. Switch rinks for this game. Today we're at the Harry and Barry Memorial Arena. It's the home of the Gary Roberts Performance Training Center also. Greyhounds looking to close out the round robin with the win against Belleville. Top two teams in the division will play today at 4 o'clock. Okay, there you go. Game's about to start. Got a nice view up here. You get to hear the sound of the game. Letitia, Sims, Lesage right. Weezer and Rousseau starting for the Hounds. Hounds are in the draw. Weezer with it, up to Letitia. That gets the center. Belleville back to their D. They move it up to center. They carry it into the Hound zone. Rousseau has it. Loses it behind the net. Sims hits it, doesn't get it out. Hounds players collide, gets in their feet. Belleville keeps it in. In the corner, Sims picks it up. She skates it, cross ice. Charles will dump that in. Hounds make a line change. Puck gets to center ice. Lang has it. She circles back. Belleville steals the puck, dumps it into the Greyhound zone. No icing. Sewell will pick it up behind the net. She's pressured by two Belleville players. Curran has it. She starts to skate. That pass too far for Brown. The puck will go out of play. Face off outside the Greyhound zone. Belleville wins the draw. They'll go D to D. Try and dump it in at center ice. Sewell walks at it, gets the puck. Looks for Brown. One touch out the middle. That doesn't get out. Lang has it in the corner. Cuts back the other way. Turnover. Belleville has it. That goes wide of the net. Curran digging for the puck. Comes loose. Belleville has it in the slot. That's shot. Doesn't reach the net. Neville covers it. And that'll be a save. Face off to the left Neville. Kierman wins the draw for the Hounds. To Valaka, she's taken down. Belleville has the puck in the corner, comes back out to the point. Shot. That goes wide. Mount skating forward. She'll carry it out of the Greyhound zone. Dumps it into the Belleville end. Profit pinches. Can't keep it in. Pierman over to Crosby. Over to Mount. Mount tries to go through two defenders. Mount with the puck in the corner, loses it. Belleville's able to skate it out. They get to center ice. They'll lose it. Dump it into the Hound zone. Mount with the puck. Hops off her stick. Belleville regroups at center ice. They got some speed. Curran into the Hound zone. Stick check by Pierman knocks that off. Mount with the puck. She'll dump it into the Belleville end. Belleville moves it up ice. Into the Hound zone. Roussel has it. She skates it out. Belleville gets the puck back in the Hound zone. Roussel will get it. Around the Hound net. Letitia tries to chip it out. Keeps going. That puck gets out. Sims picks it up. She'll dump it into the Belleville zone. The Hounds will chase it. Charles gets a piece of that, but not enough. Belleville dump it hard into the Hound zone. Roussel back for the Hounds. Picks it up behind the net. Pressured and loses it. Weezer. Up to Charles. She'll carry it out of the Hound zone. Over to Sims. Nice pass. Sims got some room. Just too far for her. Belleville, quick turn up the ice into the Hound zone. Picked up by Curran. That's broken up. Belleville with a chance here in the slot. Right on Neville. New rebound. Saved by Nalana. 8:54 left in the first period. 0-0. Curran out for the Hounds to take the draw. Ties up her man. Belleville wins it. Down into the corner. Pressured by Sewell. Out to the point. That's too far. Brown chasing her. Off the ref skate. Belleville get it to center ice. Stopped by Lang. Sewell picked that up. Bounces off her stick to Brown. Belleville with a shot. Saved by Neville. Curran tries to get it out. Belleville carry it in. Rubbed off the puck. Hounds trying to get it out. Curran bats at it over to Atkinson. Atkinson with a 1-on-3. She makes a couple moves. Hard shot in the slot. Saved by the goalie. And she'll cover that up for a save. Hard shot by Avery Atkinson. Almost fooled the goalie. Be a face off to the right. Pierman, Crosby, Mount, Profit. Block out for the Hounds. Pierman wins it. Shot from the point. Rebound. Picked up by Mount. Centered. Out front. Crosby shots blocked. Belleville picks it up. They'll skate it out of their zone to center ice. In across the Hound zone. No offside. Profit has it. Over to Crosby. She tips it. Not enough. Stays in. Belleville goes cross ice. Mount breaks that up. Puck comes out. Belleville will regroup at center ice. That pass picked off almost by Pierman. She gets the puck. Goes to Prophet, who gets it up to Crosby. Belleville in their own zone with the puck. Pierman with it. Loses at the blue line. Valaka. She'll circle and give it back to Pierman. Pierman over to Prophet. One touch up to Mount. Valaka at center ice. She'll dump it into the Belleville zone on net. Stopped by the goalie. Here comes Belleville at center ice. They turn it over. Hounds breaking up ice. Pierman has it at center ice. She cuts back. Passes it to Weezer. Belleville steals it. Puck in the slot, loose. They go to the point. Hard shot from the point. Doesn't make it. Atkinson picks it up. Bounces off her stick. She regroups. Behind the Hound net. Atkinson with the puck. Long pass up to Charles. She'll one-tip it. No icing into the Belleville zone. Belleville goes D to D behind their net. Puck pops out by Roussel. Here comes Belleville. Hard shot on net from a long ways, and Neville will cover that. Face off to the right of her. Atkinson in for the draw on the Hounds. Scattered draw. Hounds will win it. Maya Sewell has it off the boards. She's knocked down but keeps it in. Puck into the Belleville zone. Long pass up to center. It's a 2-on-2. Shot saved by Neville. Goes wide to rebound. Second attempt. Belleville with the puck at the point. Hard shot. That goes wide. Curran chips it. She's got 3 Hounds with her. Curran brings it in. Stops at the circle. Back to Lang at the point. Lang has it. Makes a move. It's poked away. Belleville dumps it out, and the Hounds will regroup. Prophet with it at her own blue line. That's picked up by Belleville. Dumped into the Hound zone. Lang with it. Behind the net. Loses that one. Pokes it up. Takes a funny bounce out to the middle. Belleville gets it. And here comes Brown. She steals it up to Atkinson. He chips it ahead. She's got some speed. Belleville will flip it out. Nice move at the blue line. They get a break. Hard shot by Belleville. And that's stopped by Neville. She puts that down. Says, have a face-off over there. Pierman wins the draw for the Hounds. Prophet bounces through her skates. Pierman passes it to Crosby. She gets it up the middle. Here comes Gabby Pierman over to Ava Mount. She carries it in. Puck goes in the corner. Mount with it in the circle. Puts it on net. That goes in the corner. Pierman in the corner out to Mount. She shoots. Hard shot. That doesn't make it. Crosby whacking at it. Rebound goes behind the Belleville net. Mount picks it up. Centers it right out front. No one there. Belleville will just get that out of their zone. Here they come. They'll carry it across center into the Hound line. It's poke checked by Valaka. Steals it. Pierman has a little problem. Bounces off her stick. Hound just got to get it out here. David Mount sends it down. Belleville dumps it into the Greyhound zone. No icing. 3 minutes and 38 seconds left. Hounds pinned against the board. Puck comes loose. Pierman reverses it. Over to Crosby. Crosby has some time. Looking cross ice. That's blocked. Valaka with the puck. Shoots that one down. It's deflected. No ice. That'll go all the way down to the Belleville zone. Hounds make a line change. Belleville with some room. They'll skate it out of their zone. Get it to center ice. Into the Hound zone. 2 Hounds battling. Atkinson comes up with the puck. Hounds need to get it out. They do. Gets the center, and Belleville will dump it back in the Hound zone. Roussel has it. She cuts back behind the net. Over to Atkinson. Sends it cross ice. Letitia chasing it. Puck whacked. That just gets out of the Belleville zone. Here comes Belleville. Across the Hound zone. Charles knocks down her man. Puck loose in her feet. Two players digging at the puck along the boards. A nice pass by Charles over to Atkinson, who's got some time. She holds, it comes across the line, hard shot, blocker saved by the Belleville goalie. Puck in the corner, now behind the net. Curran chasing. Belleville able to get the puck out of their zone. Hounds steal it. Curran. Back to Sewell. That hops off her stick. Mount gets it up to Brown. Brown with a one-on-one now. Shot, that goes wide. Mount picks up the rebound. Shot again. Puck out in front. Brown whack. Nothing gets on net. Mount picks it up. And Belleville will get control of the puck. They skate it to center ice and dump it in the Greyhound zone. 1:20 left in the first period. 0-0. Here come the Hounds. That's blocked. Lang with it. Goes behind her net. Stops. Tries to get it to Mount. Puck. That's a shot by Belleville. Stopped by Nephew. Lang has it. Up to Mount. That goes off her stick. Belleville with the shot. That's blocked. Bouncing puck. Grabbed by Sewell. Loose puck. Brown has it. Cross ice to Mount. Mount will skate it out of the Hound zone. Hounds make a line change. Mount dumps it into the Belleville end. That's blocked. Hounds get the puck at center ice. Valaka turns back. Cross ice. That's blocked or deflected. Belleville tries to go to center. That's blocked by Crosby. She has it. Over to Pierman. Pierman chasing Belleville. They'll try and skate it out. That's blocked. Atkinson steals that. Hard shot from the slot and hits the goalie's glove and goes over the net. 10 seconds left in the second period. Here comes Belleville carrying across the blue line with some speed. Poke check by the Greyhounds. Stops that. Atkinson will kill the last couple seconds. Passes up to Crosby. And that's the end of the first period. 0-0 Greyhounds versus Belleville. Hounds win the draw. Roussel dumps it in. Belleville dumps that into the Hound zone. Weezer will pick it up behind the Hound zone. She passes to Crosby. Belleville stops that. Belleville with some pressure behind the Greyhound net. Puck comes loose. Here comes Mount with the puck out of the Greyhound zone. She's got some room. Some speed through the neutral zone into the Belleville end, around her opponent. Puck knocked off her stick. Pierman in to help. Pierman chasing that loose puck. Belleville gets it. They try and get it out. Kept in by Lang. Roussel has it at the Hound line. She's got some room. Skates at the center ice. Dumps it into the Belleville zone. She'll chase it. Has Pierman down low. Pierman with the puck. Makes a move around the circle. In tight. That shot just wide. Kept in at the point by Roussel. Brown swipes and keeps that in. Belleville gets the puck out. Roussel being pressured. And that's knocked loose by Atkinson, and Lang will pick it up. Lang has the puck at the blue line up to Brown. That's stopped by Belleville. Curran with the puck in the Hound zone. Gets it to Lang. Lang's got some room, who gets it over to Atkinson, who stops. Hard shot. That stopped. Rebound. That goes wide. Puck along the boards. Kept in by the Hounds. Curran with it. Tries to pass it. That bounces off a Belleville skater. Atkinson at the blue line with the puck. Walks in. Makes a move. Shot. That stopped. Be a face-off to the right of the Belleville goalie. Lesage right, Sims, Platisha, Profit, and Velaka out for the Hounds. Charles will take the draw. Won by the Hounds, Platisha with it. Knocked loose. Platisha with it in close. Out front, Sims. Off first stick, Hounds. Get a shot off. No rebound, saved by the Belleville goalie. Face-off won by the Hounds. Belleville skated out past the Hound defender, and Balaka will pick it up. Balaka cuts back in her own end, off the boards. Belleville stops that. They dump it into the Hound zone. Balaka gets it out. Platisha carries it to center. And we have a delayed call here against the Hounds. Charles will go sit for 2 minutes, body contact. 12:08 left in the second period. Hounds win the draw. They'll get that puck out. Belleville in their own zone. Long pass. They're going to call no icing on that. Into the Hound zone. Velaka retrieves it. She's pressured. Doesn't get out. Pierman picks it up. Over to Mount. Bounces off first stick. Belleville keeps that in. Down to Profit. Profit has it. She gets a hard out. Nope. Shot from the point. Post. That one hit the post. Belleville coming real close. Hounds battling in the corner for that puck. Velaka gets hooked. Puck at the point, kept in. Hard shot by Belleville. That goes wide of the net. Velaka has it. She flips it up the ice, just outside the blue line. Belleville will have to regroup. Pierman gets that bouncing puck, skips off her stick. Shot stopped by Nephew. Velaka in the corner again, tries to get it out. That's stopped. Hard shot by the Hounds. And that's dumped down. 49 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Belleville picks it up in their own zone. They'll skate it to the blue line, dump it into the Hound zone. That'll be icing. I think that's the first one of the game, so all the way down here. 10:49 left in the first period. Roussel, Lang, Crosby, and Atkinson out for the Hounds. Atkinson taking the draw. Atkinson wins that, ties up her man. Belleville steals it. Delayed offside. Belleville with some time. Up to center ice. Puck bounces around, 20 seconds left in the penalty. That's kept in at the Hound line by Belleville. Goes around, Roussel skating. She gets there. Belleville keeps it in, Lang has it, behind her own net. Tries to skate it out. Up to Crosby, who gets it down the ice. The Greyhounds will kill that penalty. Back to 5-on-5. Atkinson calling for a pass, trying to fool the opponent. Crosby pressures her. Puck gets loose. Belleville picks it up at center ice. Dump it into the Hound zone. Roussel has it. She's tied up. Gets some help from Atkinson. Two Hound players digging at it. Puck's loose. Comes out in front of Nephew. She steers it. That's a shot save. Puck centered by Belleville out front. No one there. Crosby in the corner. Oh, puck takes a funny bounce. That one goes towards the net. Belleville with some pressure here. Puck bounces around and finally the Hounds get it out. Crosby carries it to center ice into the Belleville zone. She's nudged off it. Lang keeps that one in, makes a move in the circle. Hard shot. Goes wide of the net. Brown chasing. Belleville moves it up. To center ice. That's stopped. Belleville will carry it in. At the point, Belleville shot tips, scores. Belleville gets on the board first. That may have been tipped one, if not two times. With 8:45 left in the second period, 1-0 Belleville. Balaka Prophet, Sims, massage right, Letitia out. Off the draw, Belleville gets the puck. They'll dump it into the Greyhound zone, retrieved by Prophet. Prophet stops behind her own net, goes the other way. That's blocked by Belleville. Belleville with the puck in the corner. They try and center it. That one hops loose. Puck bounces around the Hound zone. Puck now in the corner. Sims chasing it. Out to the point. Hard shot. That stopped the front of the Hound net. Shot on net. Nephew saves that one. Belleville with some pressure here in the second period. Leading 1-0, 8:17 left in the second. Draw one by Belleville to the point. Now put down to the corner. That'll go around. Weezer has it. Gets it up to Crosby. That's stopped. Puck behind the Greyhound net. Belleville passes. That's missed. Hound's trying to get it out. Don't. Belleville with the puck along the boards. Crosby battling to get it out. That's kept in. Shot from the point. Mount has it. And that comes outside the Greyhound line. Dump back in. Crosby has the puck in the corner. Weezer goes D to D. Mount has it. Hounds get it to center ice. Dump back in by Belleville. On net. No ice. Stopped by Nephew. Puck centered. No one there. Hounds will pick it up. Carry it out. Here comes Pierman to Mount. Cross ice. Mount has the puck. Hounds coming in. Over to Pierman. Hops off her stick. Brown with the puck. Tries to go to the point. Belleville picks that up. They'll skate it to center ice. Belleville some speed. Both Hounds fall. Belleville could have a breakaway. That puck goes loose. Lucky break for the Hounds. Kern with it behind her own net. Cuts out in front. Puck bouncing around. Kern will skate out of her own zone. Spoke check by Belleville. Belleville back into the hound zone. Brown has it. Circles, comes up the middle here. Here comes Brown. Across the hound line, off her stick. Atkinson picks it up. Shoots. That goes high and wide. And touches the mesh, so they're going to have the face off. Inside? Perfect. So the face-off will be to the left of the Belleville goalie. Kern, Atkinson, Brown, Sewell, and Lang out for the Hounds. Kern wins the draw. Belleville gets it. Poke check, or stick check, doesn't work. Hounds try to tie up the Belleville player. Puck in the corner behind the Greyhound net now. Belleville with the puck. That shot wide of the Hound net. Kern with it. Up to Atkinson. Atkinson reverses it. Belleville keeps it in. Cut across the middle. That shot goes wide behind the Hound net. Belleville centers that right out front. Shot by Belleville. That doesn't hit the net. Curran pokes it up to Brown, who goes cross ice. Atkinson has it. She makes a move. Carries it into the Belleville zone. Puck comes loose. Off Atkinson's stick. Belleville trying to keep it in. Oh, they don't. Hounds keep it in. Atkinson chasing for that behind the net. She's tied up. Gets the puck back behind the net. Wraparound. That stopped. Lang shoots. That's over the net. Charles for it in the corner over to Atkinson. Out to Letitia, and her stick's tied up. Lang pinches, keeps it in. Puck still in. Hounds with it. Hard shot from the corner. That doesn't go on net. Hounds with some pressure here. Puck loose in the Belleville zone. Lang keeps it in. Body's flying. Hounds keep it in the pressure. Kept in by Profit. Hounds digging. Trying to get something here. Belleville with the puck. They'll reverse it to the other side. Sims chases it. Keeps it in. Malacca with it. At the blue line. Hard shot. That's tipped. That's saved by the goalie. Great save by the Belleville goalie on a shot tip from the point. Here comes Belleville. They could have a 2-on-1. 1-on-1 right now. Nice defensive play by Malacca to stop that. Belleville gets the puck to the point. Blocked by the Hounds. Profit blocks that one. Puck in the Greyhound end. Belleville keeps it in. Profit battling. Malacca pokes at that. She's run over. Belleville with the puck out to the point. That's blocked. Sims picks it up. Charles with a nice block, and Sims will carry that into the Belleville zone. Picked up by Letitia. In the slot. Puck bouncing around. Here's Profit. Hard shot. Just wide of the net. Pierman trying to pick up that rebound. Does. Gabby Pierman with the puck in the circle. Couple moves. Backhand towards the net. Glove saved by the goalie. Rebound. Crosby has it. Loose puck. Pierman in close. Stopped by the goalie. No rebound on that one. It's a nice save by the Belleville goalie on Gabby Pierman in close. 3:15 left in the second. Pierman takes the draw for the Hounds, won by Belleville. Belleville trying to get the puck out. Kept in by Roussel. Puck kept in the Belleville end. Roussel has it in her feet. Pierman keeps that one in. Has it at the blue line. It's poked loose. Pierman skates, gets the puck. Her pass is stopped. Weezer reverses it behind her net. She gets it up to Mount. Too far for her. Belleville with a shot from the point. That goes wide. Belleville with the puck behind the Greyhound net. They circle around. Belleville gets back to the point. That comes out. Oh, Ava Mount whacks that and they lose it. down into the Belleville zone. The puck goes. She battles. Puck comes loose. Pyramid knocked down. Puck goes around. Here come 3 Belleville players. They got a 3-on-1. They'll lose it. 1:51 in the second. Shot saved by Neville. Puck skips over the defender and down into the Belleville zone. Hounds will make a line change. Belleville skates it out of their zone. Poke check by Sims and knocks that free. Belleville gets it in. Chased by Sewell. Belleville gets the puck in towards the Hound net. Shot saved by Neville. Rebound. Letitia has it. She'll whack it. Get it to center ice. Sims gets it. Hounds pick it up at center. They'll get it in the Belleville zone. Puck comes out. Back to center. Skips by Sewell. Shot by Belleville. That goes wide. Oops. Belleville gets the puck. Out to the point it comes. That's loose. Kept in. Sewell battling. Sewell and Curran in the corner. Up to Letitia. Belleville keeps it in. 25 seconds left in the second. Hounds need to get it out. Sewell has it. Tries to get it out. Puck bouncing around. Belleville keeps it in. And Sims whacks at it. She'll get it loose. That's sent cross ice. Belleville gets it. Dumps it into the Hound zone. Sewell has it. Lang will cut back. 5 seconds left. Up to Atkinson. Too far for her. And that's the end of the second period. So we will get a quick flood here. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Doesn't look like there's a flood, so. Do you guys normally flood every 2 periods? Well, we usually flood. Okay, we're back. Start of the third period. Greyhounds done 1-0. Roussel, Atkinson, Curran, Brown, and Weezer starting for the Hounds. Atkinson picks up the puck off the draw. Over to Roussel. She'll skate it to center ice and dump it in. Puck cupped in by the Hounds. Out to D, but it's too far. Weezer. Her pass is intercepted by Curran. Roussel has it. She fans on that. Belleville picks it up. Belleville puts that one in front of the net. No one there. Here comes Brown. She reverses it. 20 bounce off the glass. Atkinson gets it up to Curran. Roussel will wheel. Gets to center ice. Brown with it. Dumps it into the Belleville end. Pierman chasing that. Hits the ref skates. Kept in for the Hounds. Belleville players digging at it. Pierman with it. Now Atkinson has it. Side of the net. She circles around to Roussel from the point. That shot wide. Tipped. Shot was wide, but tipped. Made it towards the net. Here's Profit with a hard shot. That doesn't make it. Profit pinches and Belleville shoots that down the ice. That's going to not make it. And Hounds will regroup. Roussel picks it up. Goes to her left side. Up to Mount. Who gets it to Pierman. Pierman with the move at the blue line loses it. And the refs will call that offside. .320 left in the third period. 1-0 Belleville. Draw won by Pierman. Profit cross ice to Crosby. Belleville with the puck. The Hound line bounces off their stick. Pierman circles in her own end up the middle. Pierman has Mount with her. Goes wide, cuts back in. Pierman shoots, save, rebound. Puck loose, bouncing around. Blaka keeps it in. Shot towards the net. That's wide. Mount, fake shot on net. Belleville will pick up the puck. Skate out of their own zone. Lead pass too far. Profit loses that. Belleville, ooh. High hard shot, just missing net. Puck kept in. Belleville with it. Circles, she's knocked down. Mount with the puck. Has Crosby and Pierman. She'll skate it to center ice. Hounds make a change. Mount loses the puck. Belleville skates it into the Hound zone. Profit. Cross ice to Platisha. Two Belleville players run into each other. Puck gets out. Belleville carries the puck in. They're stopped by the Greyhounds. Platisha has it up to Sims. Sims gets it out. A little too far for Charles. She'll chase the Belleville player. Belleville. Line pass up the middle. Hounds steal it. Here comes Belleville. 2-on-1. Shot. Steered to the corner by Nephew. Hounds get the puck. Behind their net. Sims has it. Charles gets the puck up. Belleville can't keep it in. Nice pass to Sims. She's got some room. Sims goes wide. Knocked off the puck. Lang. Her pass goes all the way across the ice. Sewell trying to keep it in. She's tied up. Platisha digging. Puck kept in. Belleville skated to their line. Pass it up to center. Carried into the Hound zone. Shot. Rebound. That goes wide. Belleville with the puck out to the point. Hard shot from the point. That goes wide. Puck circled around. Belleville with the puck in the corner. Dump it behind the Greyhound net. Lang gets that. She'll skate it. Makes one move up to Platisha. Gets it to center ice. Belleville dump that in. Hounds regroup. Here comes Curran with it. She gets it up to Atkinson. Belleville with the puck at center ice. Dumping in the Hound zone. Weezer. Up to Roussel. Curran has it. Back into the Hound zone she goes to Weezer. Weezer spins around. Finds Brown on the far side. Brown with it. Scott Atkinson. Bouncing puck, Atkinson picks it up. Back to the point, little tip. Oh, that's just wide. Curran just missed a nice little tip. Just inches wide of the net on that shot. There'll be a face-off to the left of the Belleville goalie. .9:38 left in the third period. Crosby, Mount, Pierman, Profit, Black out for the Hounds. Crosby gets the puck. That's stopped before it goes to the net. Belleville picks it up. Pierman has it now. She cuts back at the blue line. Walks in. Couple moves here. Shoots, scores! There you go! Gabby Pierman ties the game for the Greyhounds. Picks up a loose puck. Made a couple moves at the blue line. Went towards the net and buries one. So Greyhounds tie this game up. 9:23 left in the third. Profit gets the puck off the draw, goes cross ice to Crosby. Belleville tries to get it out. That's blocked by Mount. Puck in the corner. Belleville with it. Tries to get it out. They do. They'll get to the blue line. Oh, there's a high stick. Heard that one and seen it. Puck comes loose. Picked up by Profit. She's got to wait. She does. Profit has Mount coming with her. Hard shot by Profit. Stopped by the goalie's blocker. Mount with it. Centers it. Just, oh, Curran poking. Puck's loose. Still there. Brown digging for it. Sorry. Curran with it behind the net. Looks out front. Has Profit. That's blocked. Brown whacks at it. Belleville gets the puck. Belleville skated to center ice. That's poked. Takes a funny bounce to the Hound zone here. Belleville with it behind the Hound net. Oh, and they're hit. Profit will go sit. She bumped her man, and they're going to call a body contact on that one. So 8:04 left in the third period. Greyhounds will be shorthanded for 2 minutes. Curran, Atkinson, Lang, and Balaka out for the Hounds to start to kill a penalty. Curran wins the draw. Balaka tries to get it out. She stopped. Shot from the point. Stopped by Lang. She's bumped. Curran has the puck. Hard shot. Puck doesn't get out. Kept it on the line. Stopped by Neville. Atkinson chasing for it. She gets a piece of it and she'll send that down. Belleville gets the puck behind their net. Up to the blue line. Atkinson stops that pass. Dumps it back into the Belleville line. Belleville regrouping. They'll get it to center ice. Here come 2 Belleville and 3 Hounds. Shot from far out. That's stopped by Neville. Puck comes outside the Hound line. Belleville picks it up. Looking to regroup and dump it in the Hound zone. Hound's got some time. Playing with it. She stops. Pass it to Atkinson, who will reverse behind her net. Atkinson shoots it hard. That'll get out to center ice. Belleville regroup, and that goes through Lang's skates. Throw it towards the net. Balaka stops it. Hard shot by Balaka, and that'll get out of the zone. Pierman chasing. Belleville gets inside the Hound zone. And the Hounds will be shorthanded again. Be a 5-on-3. Gabby Pierman's going to go sit for body contact. Face off to the right of Neville. over here. 20 seconds left in the profit penalty. Oops. Curran ties up her man on the draw. Puck loose. Puck goes wide of the net. Lang, Valaka, and Curran out there. 5-on-3. Puck comes out of the Greyhound end. Belleville has to regroup. They try and carry it in. They'll dump it in. Here comes Lang with the puck. One penalty over for the Greyhounds. 5-on-4. Profit joins them. Puck in the corner. Curran loses it. Here comes Profit with it. She pokes at it. Kept in. Belleville with it at the point. They go D to D. Shot from the point. Tipped just wide of the net. Belleville still with the puck. Profit tries to get that one. Doesn't reach. And here comes Valaka. She hustles. Belleville gets it out front. That shot goes wide. Profit's got some time here, and she'll just send it down. Greyhounds change their penalty killers. Get some fresh legs. 5:20 left in the third period. 50 seconds in the power penalty kill. Belleville with the puck. In the Greyhound zone. Behind the net. Out front, Sims has it. She fires it down the ice. 38 seconds left in the penalty kill. Belleville moves it up. They'll get it to center ice. Into the Hound zone, they'll carry it. She stopped but gets by herself. Oh, in front, saved by Nephew. Loose, they're digging. Nephew stops that one. Keeps it a 1-1 game. 16 seconds left in the penalty kill. Face off to the right of Nephew. Curran and Atkinson. Forwards for the Hounds. The Sewell will get that. She fires it around. Poke check by Atkinson. Gets it out. 5 seconds left in the Greyhounds penalty. Puck at the blue line. Kept in by Sewell. Hounds at even strength. 5-on-5 hockey. 4:20 left in the third. Kept in by the Hounds. Here comes Pierman with it. She's tripped. Delayed call. Back to herself. Hard shot from the point. Gloved by the goalie. Hounds will go on the power play with 4:08 left in the third period. Profit, Pierman, Curran, Atkinson, Valaka, out for the Hounds. Belleville wins that. Hounds with it. To the point. Profit goes D to D. Valaka loses it. Hounds regain the puck, being pressured. Up to Pierman. She carries it. It doesn't go anywhere. Belleville has it, and they fire it down the Greyhound end. Profit picks up that behind the net. She's pressured. Valaka has the puck. She's got some room. Gets it up to Atkinson, who kicks it up from her skates to her stick. Curran with it. Back to Atkinson. Shot. And that stopped. Rebound. Goes into the corner. Belleville killing some time on the clock. They can't get out. Shot by Valaka. That's steered wide. Curran picks it up. Over to Atkinson. Atkinson with the puck. Leaves it for Curran. Profit with it. Walks in. Belleville steals it. And they send it down. Not all the way. Picked up by Valaka. She'll carry it into the Belleville zone. Into the corner. Belleville stops that one. Puck kept in by Pierman, that clearing attempt. Atkinson circles through the middle. Cuts back into the middle. Leaves it for Valaka, who shoots. That goes wide, that hard shot. 35 seconds left in the power play. Atkinson with it. Circles. Everyone's screaming and yelling. Nets off. Me and another camera dad are having a good laugh. 2:37 left in the third period. Hounds got 29 seconds left on the power play. 1-1 hockey game. Draw won by Belleville. They'll ice it. Gets by the Hound defender. That'll come out to center ice. Profit picks it up to Velaka. Velaka up to Brown. Belleville steals the puck. Hound stop that. Profit being pressured. Picked up by Crosby. Over to Brown. Brown with the puck outside the blue line. Crosby with the puck. Penalty over. 5-on-5 hockey. 2:05 left. Hounds with the puck. They lose it. Belleville ups it. They got fresh legs off the bench, and Velaka will pick that up. Velaka being pressured. Cuts back to the other side up to Crosby. In the middle, that puck's blocked. Brown picks it up. Carries it to center ice across the blue line. Poke checked. Belleville gets it out. That pass right on Roussel's stick. She skates it to center and cuts back. Roussel cuts back again across the Belleville line with the puck shot. Saved by the Belleville goalie. And that'll be a face-off with 1:24 left in the third period to the right of the Belleville net. Still 1-1. Belleville will get the puck out. Weezer has it. Center ice. Up to Sims. Belleville will dump it in on net. Weezer up to Letitia. Chip kept in. Weezer again with it. Over to Sims. That gets out. Puck at center ice. Sims battling along the boards. Here comes Lesage right in there to help. Puck comes loose. Belleville with it at center ice. Across the Hound zone. That shot's blocked. Puck's loose. Belleville, ooh, nice try there. That one cut right across. Here comes two Hounds if they can get it out. Lily Sims has it at center ice. Carries it into the Belleville zone. She dumps it. 25 seconds left in the third period. Belleville carries it out of their zone. Now to center ice. Being pressured by Atkinson. She turns it over. Roussel. Cross ice to Curran. Curran flips it up. Atkinson has a little speed. 10 seconds. Lang with it. Time for one more shot. Maybe not. 5 seconds left in the third period. That'll be the way this one's going to end. Curran, Pierman, Lang. Out for the Hounds. Pierman chasing. That's the end of this game. Greyhounds and Belleville skate to a 1-1 tie. That'll give the Greyhounds enough points to play this afternoon at 4 o'clock in the championship finals. Even match here for the Greyhounds today against Belleville. Hounds will play team who lost to yesterday. The South Huron Shore Sabres. And that'll be at 4 o'clock. So we'll see everyone then to cheer on your Hounds.